There we go. Oh yeah, we were here. Oh, that's gonna be not fun. And a square adjacent to the Pushmaster 5000 is clicked. The Pushmaster 5000 will move to that square. There's a crate in the way. The Pushmaster 5000 will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently. Fill the yellow areas. So, what we need to do is put these 4 boxes into these fields. And we have 51 moves to do so. Which is fun. Not really. Not really. We cannot move these. These are metal boxes. We cannot move them. So, good luck, Noise. I cannot go left. We are here, Noise. This is our bot. I cannot go left. You have to move this bot here to shove around these boxes, these 4, to end up in all of these 4 yellow areas. And you can do it in maximum of 51 moves. These are metal boxes and they cannot be moved. But you can move over them. No. You cannot move on this place of this box. You cannot pass it. Imagine it an immobile place where nobody can pass. None of the boxes. Not the bot, nothing. Here, I show you. Look, I show you. So, I can do this, right? What I cannot do is go right, top. I cannot go to the top. These boxes also cannot move through these. See, if I try to push it into the middle, it doesn't work. You can move the dark brown boxes, and this is your device to move. And they need to be put here, into the yellow area. Also tell me if the music is too annoying of the game, because I can literally mute it. Luckily, we have to do this puzzle only once. Here's the thing with noise. You can lose nothing since we can reset this every time, so you can basically give me instructions and try out. If it doesn't work, reset and we can go again. It would be... I know what you mean. It's like up, right. Instruct me with that. Tell me where I go from where I'm standing. So you would say like top, right. Up, right, right, down, right, down, down. Down, left, left, up, right. Left, down, left, up. Left, up, right. Right, right, down, up, left, left. The thing is, the setup was actually good. The problem is the moves. Like, this would be you could easily solve this puzzle if you weren't restricted by moves. I don't even remember if I solved this puzzle on my own. I wouldn't be surprised that I also looked up a solution for this puzzle. Hey Vivnos, can I try something? Just curious if I would be right. Um... Not entirely sure this is correct. Maybe I forgot to do this there. What if I probably run out of moves. Yeah. But the solution would be possible if we had a few moves more. That's kind of shit. Hmm. Oh, sorry. I basically had the solution. I just made a wrong move at one point, and then I was like, what if I just do the entire thing again, but just change this? In all honesty, I do not consider this puzzle as easy. I really don't. It just was like, okay, whatever. And then I did it. I'm sorry. Whoops. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. At least they didn't animate all of that, because that would not fit on an SD card. That's a lie, but anyway. Awesome, the Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. What? Only to find then Mr. Leggies sleeping in his bed.
Mummy!
Mummy.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever, just open it.
Okay.
A small key and... a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
A golden revolver, to be exact.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Sorry. We found a rusty key. There's a revolver in this coffin. What was this thing for? Jumpy! I know, I'll be there in just a minute. Now's not the time to be thinking about the coffin. I need to focus on getting out of here. There's a coffin sitting on a crate over there. Yep. Let's just put this key in here and... Yes! Sounds like I did it. Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. Crazy. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Yes, it's opening. It's a door. That's its function. You found it!
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
Jumpy and the other three proceeded down it silently. Some distance along, a large room opened up on the hand side. It looked familiar. An iron gate covered each of the elevators. Jumpy and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Jumpy approached the elevator.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed.
It works.
Apparently it does. The elevator door opened and then eventually shut again.
I think so.
Pushing the button had apparently restored the power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go.
The decision made, Jumpy and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. Sometime later,
Looks like it ends here.
Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
They searched around, just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
It was the door, or nothing.
All right, let's open it.
Jumpy took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. He pushed the door, he didn't pull. He paused for a moment, then stepped through into the room. And there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they'd woken up. 9.
The 9 door.
Like the numbers on every other door, this one too was a rough shape made of red paint. Its door was set into the back wall of the room. Jumpy leapt forward with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy and full of solemn importance. He grabbed the door handle and shook.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
The red sat on the wall, next to the door. Displaying on it,
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotions. At last, they'd found the exit, but cold gripped his heart, and he knew all too well why. As he stood frozen, unsure of what to think or feel,
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
he spun around and couldn't believe what he saw.
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why?
Jumpy's voice was barely audible even to himself. He stumbled toward the second door, as if somehow compelled. It was a small single door. It sat in the starboard corner of the room, on the same wall as the door they'd entered from, but in the opposite corner.
It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too, so this is a real one?
Jumpy shook the door handle pointlessly and muttered to himself.
Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Santa who answered. Let me think for a moment. Can you even... Yeah, you can. 17. Yeah, it's 18. 9, 6, 7, and 2. And 15, 23, 26, 27. But that would be 5 and 4? How big are the groups that are allowed? Like 3 at the minimum, but 5 at the maximum? Or was it 4? Also, hi Bob. Let's see. Too much math.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man. We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers, 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9.
So basically, he calculates everything I tried just to calculate in my mind.
There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other.
It would they would understand and be appalled, overwhelmed with guilt at what they had done, what they had done.
This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
The thought of it sent a chill down his spine.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
A voice broke through Jumpy's frantic thoughts. Santa's voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
It took him no time at all to determine the answer. There was only one combination of 3 people that would give a digital root of 9. 1, 3, 5. That's Ace, Santa, and us. That would mean
No, we gotta go back.
that wasn't a possibility he was willing to consider. Santa and Ace agreed.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Jumpy let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes were wet with the beginnings of tears, and her legs shook.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Santa had said what Jumpy had known the moment he realized which 3 people could go through the door.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
That wasn't funny. Perhaps it was the sudden reassurance that no one wanted to leave June behind, but Jumpy laughed harder than he had in some time. Ace laughed, Jumpy laughed, June laughed, Santa laughed, the table laughed. Whoops. Santa and Ace smiled.
You guys.
June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. She didn't seem to know what else to say.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Even as Ace spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve this situation.
But even with all 7 of us,
Ace knew it. They all knew it.
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Ace looked at all 3 of them, then turned and headed through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa and June followed.
Huh.
Jumpy started toward the door, then stopped.
Come to think of it, what is this room?
It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly was it?
We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
A red carpet ran between 2 columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room.
Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind?
It is set up for a hot dog con. Facing the 9 door was the carpet leading to the bow of the ship. And at the end, was it an altar, perhaps? There was a small rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was a raised platform. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin.
Huh. A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
But before Jumpy had time to answer the question,
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move!
Santa's voice echoed in from the hall outside.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Jumpy turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. Wah, 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 wah. They took the elevator up to C-Deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircase. It didn't take them long.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Jumpy and his 3 companions looked at one another. He turned back to Seven and Lotus.
What do you mean, gone?
Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask.
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
7 and Lotus responded as best they could.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
Jumpy thought for a moment.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
Yeah. Also interesting to see. We are now here at this decision point between 2 possible endings.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. Would you be fine playing by yourself for 20 minutes if I get food? Oh, maybe I can pass the 20 minutes somehow. Because it wouldn't make much sense to go on and make you miss all of this. Your input? I wouldn't be able to eat in 20 minutes. 20 minutes is more or less the time I need to make food. Let me think. You know what? Go and get yourself some food. I will do something else for these 15-20 minutes. And we can continue if you want to. It's okay. Just go and get your food. I will do something else and then see how it is time-wise, okay?